So we're live outside the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office at 160 Pine Street, where the public defenders, members of the Public Defender's Office, are going to be walking to the courthouse to take a knee for George Floyd, an 8-minute and 46-second knee. It just turned 5 o'clock. The protest should be starting soon. I was told this, it's going to be obviously very peaceful. It's the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office. So we'll see how it goes. People have signs, people are dressed from casually to not. And it should be getting going soon. So we'll try to cover it as best I can while still taking pictures and doing my other stuff. This is a live feed going out. So again, we're at the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office at 160 Pine Street, where the public defenders will be taking a walk to the Garrahy Courthouse to take a knee for 8 minutes and 47 seconds outside the courthouse in honor of George Floyd and to assert that Black Lives Matter. This is pretty important and pretty symbolic. Apparently the office got a call or an email from the Worcester, Massachusetts office of the public defenders saying that they were going to be doing this and asking other public defenders offices around the state to do the same, or not around the country to do the same. So at 5 o'clock today, after business is done, they started to assemble out in the street, and they're getting ready to walk down to the courthouse to take a knee for George Floyd. These are members of the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office. A police officer came by earlier. He said that he offered police assistance, but they make this walk to the courthouse a lot. They didn't think they would need any police assistance to walk to a courthouse and take a knee. Nobody's expecting any problems at this event. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. And it should get, like I said, they said they were going to get started at 5, so we should be getting going very, very soon for those watching. Anybody have any questions? I might be able to answer them, but I haven't done a lot of live streaming, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it. If someone wants to write into the comments that this is the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office walking to the courthouse to take a knee for George Floyd and to assert that Black Lives Matter, that would be cool, because I should have done that announcing it. But again, I'm kind of new at this, so we'll see how that works. It's been a weekend of protests. Governor Rhode said at least 12. I attended, I'm not sure how many, 2 a day all weekend.
All right, guys, thank
Here we
you
go.
everybody for coming out today. I noticed this weekend, I don't know if anyone knows Jonathan Rappin, he's in charge of Gideon's Promise. Met him a handful of times at different CLEs. Provides training for public defenders in the southeast part of the country, and he has spread throughout the country. But this weekend I noticed on his social media that it looked like public defender's offices across the country had all picked today as the day to march for Black Lives Matter and George Floyd. Didn't want to do it on work hours since many of us are paid by the state, and didn't need to give anybody against us additional ammunition to complain that we were not working when we were supposed to be working. But I've seen that in a few different cities and states throughout the country already today, that some marches have already taken place. Sometimes marching to state houses, sometimes marching to courthouses. There have been a number of marches already to the state house. I don't think anybody is going to the courthouse yet. So I thought that would be appropriate, given most of us are lawyers, law students, and whatnot. So plan really is we're going to march from here over down the road to Superior Court. I was thinking Westminster Street, because it had all the artwork up over the weekend, but most of it's been taken down. But I think we can march down Pine, all the way over to the courthouse. We can head down to the front of the courthouse on South Main, and we can take a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. If anybody after that wants to share any stories, speak, or do anything, you're more than welcome to. Don't really have a lot of organization going on with this event. Just wanted to get out a few folks who I know fight for this type of justice every day, and just continue to have this message heard. All right? So, unless anybody has anything else they want to share now, start marching, feel free to chant, feel free to do whatever you want, make a little bit of noise. All right?
Thank you. Can I get your name, please?
Colin Geiselman.
Thank you.
You got it. Thank you. Yeah.
Just under 100 people, I'd estimate, walking to the courthouse on South Main Street. District Court, not the Garrahy complex, which is right around the corner, or the Federal Building, which is downtown near Kennedy Plaza. So this is Rhode Island public defenders across the country have chosen today to do this. Rhode Island is joining in. Excuse me, sorry. How you doing? Very good. Just to let everybody know what's happening, Rhode Island Public Defenders, members of the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office are marching from the office at the close of the workday at 5 o'clock to the courthouse on South Main Street to take a knee for 8 minutes and 47 seconds in honor of George Floyd and to affirm that Black Lives Matter and to show commonality with that cause. It's a very relaxed crowd.
No peace. No justice. 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 No peace. No peace. No justice. 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 No peace.
So, just to recap once again, in case people don't know, this is members of the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office marching after work from their offices on Pine Street to the district court on South Main Street to take a knee for George Floyd and to express solidarity with the idea that Black Lives Matter. Just under 100 people, or around 100 people, carrying signs, chanting. I should say this is our underfunded public defender's office members. One way we could make things more fair in Rhode Island racially is to maybe fund our public defender's office properly. These men and women do really hard work here. They deserve our respect and our support. Once again, 85 to 100 members of the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office walking from the office on Pine Street at the close of business to the courthouse at South Main Street to take a knee for George Floyd and to celebrate all Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I figured you guys would get me out if I got arrested. Excuse me. That was me crossing against the light, not them. See the courthouse behind the trees. Nice sized crowd. Many brought their families with them. Oops. So for those tuning in, these are members of the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office marching from their offices on Pine Street to the Providence County Courthouse, District Court, to take a knee for George Floyd and to show solidarity with Black Lives Matter. About 100 people, 100 members of the Public Defender's Office out here. This is being done in cooperation with a national movement to do so. I'm going to also try to be quiet during this time.
You know, it's too easy to tune people out and decide we don't want to have a conversation with them because they don't agree with us. Nothing's going to happen if we keep doing that. Talk to thick-headed people. Talk to people who don't agree with you. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Continue to share your message. Everybody in here is continuing to make a change, and I know if everyone here continues to fight the fight that they've been fighting, we can make a difference. We'll move the needle a little bit, and that's all we can do is move it a little bit at a time. So thank you very much for all your efforts.
Thank you, everyone. Just to fill you in, this was the Rhode Island members of the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office marching from their offices on Pine Street to the courthouse on South Main Street and taking a knee for George Floyd and in support of Black Lives Matter. They started at 5 o'clock, so they weren't. This is all done in their own time, of their own volition. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to be hopefully figure out how to save this. Thank you, everyone.